Hello, minions. I am Asytra, and this is Faster Than Light. For those of you who have been living under a rock, this is a game about space, about a crew of an intrepid starship as they escape the evil rebels. This is actually the advanced edition of the game that adds lots of new and very cool things. The game itself is played from the top-down perspective, and while it is real-time, you can pause it at any time to give orders, which is something you need to do a lot. Now, it's been a while since I've played this game, and the last time that I did play it, it wasn't the Steam version. So I've actually lost my old save file that had a lot of ships unlocked. So in many ways, this is kind of a fresh start for me. And if you haven't heard about the game, a fresh start for you too. You can pick it up on Steam right now, and it's not very much money, and it's definitely well worth it. So let's go ahead and start a new game here, and we are going to enable the new content. Now, when you complete the game or do other things, you can actually unlock new ships. And you can see here we actually do have a few accessible to us. The Lanius Cruiser is one of the new ships from one of the new alien races. And I'm actually going to take a look at this one. So these guys are the new aliens, and they suck oxygen out of a room faster than normal. There also is a cloning pod now, so if a crew member dies, they can resurrect. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, this ship does have a chain burst laser. Interesting. It's very tempting. What other ships do we have available? This one kind of reminds me of the Enterprise a little bit. I think we will try this new ship, and we will rename her the Valkyrie. And of course, we will customize ourselves a little bit. This is, of course, me, Asytra. And let's make Karis. Oh, they come in a few different colors, don't they? That should be good. Alright. Now, I don't know how long this playthrough will last. This is a roguelike. So it could happen that this is a very short playthrough. I may continue this as a series if there's enough interest. If not, then no biggie. This is kind of a self-indulgent game anyways. I'm going to be doing this playthrough on easy mode because it's been a while since I've actually played the game, and I need a refresher. Even though it is still easy, it's very challenging. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Alright, here's our ship, and if we actually select a crew member, we can order us to go to different rooms or man specific stations. Now we are probably going to man the shields. Actually, I don't know. I do want some better recharging. And this is our hacking. Oh, this is a new feature. That's actually really nice. I'm guessing this has to be manned. So, I definitely need more crew. That'll be something that we will fix as we travel. So, there's a store right here where we can pick up new supplies, but we don't need to go there quite yet. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here, or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. Okay, we are going to power up our chain laser. And I think I actually maybe want to go hack his systems. We'll keep somebody in our engine room so that we can have a higher chance to dodge. Weapons will, of course, take a little longer to come up, but we're going to go ahead and hack his weapons. Looks like they've actually hit our oxygen supply. That's not a good thing. I'm actually going to have to go and fix that really quickly. In fact, we're going to send 2 people to go fix that. And let's go ahead and we are going to target his shields. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. From a solar flare. And now we have fires. I'm going to go ahead and vent these rooms. Not quite safe yet to go back into, so let's spread our crew around in some of the rooms that do have oxygen. Let's fire again on him. Maybe we can take out his shields this time. Damaged a little bit, that's a good sign. Right. I guess I have to keep doing this, don't I? Oh, I see. It is a new feature to me. Oh. Interesting, very interesting. So it decharges their weapons, so you probably want to wait until they're a little bit higher. And now they have their shields. And I think we will go ahead and let's go ahead and actually take out, well, we don't really need to. Let's take out their oxygen systems. If they have to vent any fires from these solar flares, then they will be in trouble. Oh, it looks like this has a timer, actually. We're going to get fired on, everybody. Ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Hopefully we can get another shot on it. We're going to, let's see, create a path of venting this way. And we're going to, let's see, go ahead and get to the engines. Well, the weapons, I should say. So we do need a little faster charge to try to take out. There we go. Fantastic. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So we've collected 2 missiles, I believe those are drones, and 17 scrap, which is the currency of the game. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys to the cloning room because it has oxygen. And fire is now out. Let's go ahead and get these corridors sealed off. And let's jump out of here before that solar flare hits us. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Well, let's try to download its data stores. We're able to pull off the data hack. Excellent. Well, that's all there really is to do here. I don't think I can actually attack it now, can I? No, of course not. There's nothing to target. Well, we do have some scrap, but let's check out this distress call first and then maybe go back to the store. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between 2 large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. Well, let's try to dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks. We fire a few volleys into the rock and it starts to shudder and break apart. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating, but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance, and we get a fair amount of scrap for that. Okay. Let's head to this store. This is the incoming rebel fleet. We have to outrun them. Taking a little bit of a risk here by heading back, but it's worth it. Let's see. A shield booster could be handy. I think I will actually I'll spend my money on another crew member. This is a mantis, and they are very good at combat, actual hand-to-hand combat. Humans are kind of nice because they will improve skills faster, but that's a big decision. It is worth 10 scrap, and I don't have a whole lot of scrap right now. That said, if we get boarded, the mantis could come in handy. Let's see. We are actually going to not sell anything because we may need them later. And I will go ahead and fix the ship. Let's see. This is our fuel. Oh, right. That was the fuel. Let's go ahead and buy a few of those. Gee, do I want people or would I like something else? They do have a few nice weapons as well. Drone control, a med bay. We actually do need a med bay. So that's what, oh, I see. We can only have one or the other. Well, in that case, I think I will keep the clone bay. And we shall pick up a crew member. And I think we will take the mantis. So here's our new crew member, and he will be our weapons officer. And let's go ahead and jump away. Your jump leads to a completely unremarkable binary star system. There is nothing else around. Well, that was a waste of jump fuel, but I guess it will take us a little closer to the store. We don't really have scrap to spend on things, so we will just go ahead and buy... Oh, they have rock people. Rock people are nice because they're immune to fire, and they do have a lot of health. We shall go ahead and proceed on towards the exit. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Well, of course. Great. I was worried no one would respond. My usual carrier is days late. I need you to deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. We can't afford to pay another carrier, but they will surely tip you generously. Oh, well, let's hope that it's not back towards the rebels. Great. I uploaded their location to your star map. I'm running out of options, so I have no choice but to trust that you'll do what you have agreed to do. Our quest is way up here. They will get 2 jumps. 1, 2, 3. We won't actually be able to make it, unfortunately. And that's in a nebula. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to do this quest, and we will be running away with his drone parts. It's not our fault. We're being chased, hunted. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Alright, we have a couple of options where to go. We are actually going to take this path. Running into Mantis means that there's a good chance that we will be boarded often. Luckily, we do have that extra crew member, so I think we're well prepared for this course of action. We've entered a poorly charted area of space that's known to be home to the Mantis. We'll ensure our hull plating is up to scratch and that we have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Alright, let's actually take our time and explore a little bit. See what's out there. First start to the right and straight on till morning. We're greeted by a rare sight, a Mantis ship that appears not to have noticed us. We will attempt to remain concealed, although I do like combat. We power down non-essential systems in an attempt to remain unnoticed. It looks like they're about to leave when suddenly they turn and set course towards you, weapons powered. Well, how interesting. Let's go ahead and jostle around a couple of our crew members here. And we are going to set this to attack their weapons. And we shall attempt to hack their shields. They are being drained. That was a direct hit to our weapons. We've lost all power. Most unfortunate. Engines have been severely damaged. Are those seriously open? I left those open the whole time. No wonder there wasn't air in there. Those weapons back up. target. Get the pilot back in. It's good to have a pilot because it increases your dodge chance. Of course, your engines do need to be working for that to happen. I'm a little worried about this fight. Well, we've managed to take out their O2, which is nice, but that wasn't exactly where I wanted to fire. We might have to get out of here. I'll go back and start repairing the engines. Looks like... have I actually been stunned? What has happened there? Okay. Yes. They have been getting stunned. That's a new feature. Right. Let's fire on their weapons. Fire again on their weapons. The weapons are certainly damaged. Looks like they are charging shields. Let's hack their shields. Lower them. Not quite the best timing on the hack. Well, we now have FTL and it's spooling, which is a good sign. And we shall go ahead and fire. Let's go ahead and turn on auto fire for now. I seem to be missing some of those. And we've destroyed them. Quite a hard fight, actually. Let's get a couple of our crew members into the sensor room to get those fixed up. And I really wish I had a medbay. I wish you could have both. Doesn't look like we have any fires on the ship, so that's nice. And Sim is losing oxygen in there. Interesting. Right. Well, let's send them in. Oh, there's a hull breach. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and send you in there too. Unfortunately, Sim can't actually heal because the ship does not have a medbay. Alright, looks like all of that's working again. Let's go ahead and send them back to their respective positions. And hop back on the con. Alright, let's see. We've explored there. Let's go ahead and start moseying over towards the exit. There's nothing here but space debris and some uninhabitable planetoids. Well, there's definitely something here. We find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. We hail them, asking them what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Well, that sucks to be you. We can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station we come across. We prepare to jump and leave them to their fate. A rebel captain appears on the screen. I thought we had been doomed to backwater assignments. This is my chance to get in the command's good graces. Charge the weapons. Right. Is that how it's going to be? Apparently so. Target their weapons, and let's get ready to hack their shields. Shields, I believe, have been hacked. Fire. What was that? Oh, a pulsar. Oh, they disrupt shields and drones. That's lovely. Luckily, their weapons are severely damaged. We start another hack on their shields. Looks like their shields are down. And we get direct shots in to their weapons. Did we lose? Completely lost weapons. Oh, they're disrupted. That's not good. Luckily, their weapons are still damaged. And we're about ready to fire again, so let's hack their shields. Bad timing on that one on my part. They've got one of their weapons up. And our weapons have been disrupted again. Looks like we've had a hull breach. We'll deal with that later. Hopefully we won't need the cloning facilities. Let's get the power back to these weapons. Get them targeted. And get ready to hack their shields. Might have been bad timing again on the shields. Not quite. Yes, it was. Almost. I'll get the hang of it. We fire a last salvo, and the rebel ship is destroyed. Okay, let's start making our way towards the exit. It would be really nice if we could find a store. We find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Let's download the ship's data stores. We pull a lot of information about the sector. Let's see if there's a store nearby. Unfortunately, the nearest store is out of the way. And it looks like we'll have some ship encounters through here. A Mantis vessel hails us. This hail is merely a distraction. You notice their shields and weapons have come online. Alright, well, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Let's launch a hacking drone, take care of their shields. Oh, and I really should have prepared that system before I left. And get ready on the time here. Let's go ahead and start the hack. And perfect timing, actually. Not quite. What happened there? Oh, they disabled my systems, I believe. A fire in weapons is not good, especially when we don't have a cloning facility. You need to stay on shields. Let's go fix that facility as fast as we can, and there is fire in here. Let's rapidly vent that area. And we may lose weapons if it keeps burning. And we've just lost our Mantis crew member. Goodbye, Sim. You were my favorite. Let's go ahead, and we do have to pull these folks off of here. Let's actually... Well, we can't really... Can't seem to call that turn back. Now we don't have weapons at all. We're not in good shape. Our engines have been taken out. At least we have our cloning facility. We'll get this character in here and see if we can't... Where's my all doors closed? Oh, I don't have door control anymore. This is a bad thing, because this means that I can't open that area, or I can't close the doors to that area. So we will have to go here and fix the doors and hope that there isn't a fire in there. And now our oxygen is out. You guys need to fix the oxygen. We really need to jump out of here. We have no systems hardly left. Close the doors. You two really need to get the oxygen back. And I've been killed. The captain is down. Let's see if the last two crew members can get the ship operational. And I should be able to respawn soon. Here we are. Right, we're charging now. Get in there, get those shields fixed. Drive spooling. We've got 3 hit points left. Maybe I can get in the engine room and speed it up a little bit. Almost. Very, very close. We shall jump away. In fact, narrowly missing an incoming projectile. Or, yes. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can move on. And we find a small rebel ship nearby. Seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. We're going to avoid them because we have a lot of repairs to do. We're not in good shape. If we can find a store, we can repair the ship back to full. And it's too much. Too little oxygen, I should say. And you guys need to finish fixing those sensors. I hope that you're enjoying this series, or this video I should say. It's certainly a relaxing game to play with a fair amount of excitement. And let's send these folks back to their respective positions. We probably won't do too much hacking. At least not until we find another crew member. Alright, the Zoltan are usually pretty friendly, so these should be fairly safe sectors. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured of fair hearing. Right. There are more stars clustered through here, and we might be able to avoid the nebula. Let's just hope that a store is nearby. The AI of a nearby rebel scout notices us and starts engaging. We are going... Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't need to keep the drone on there. That's fantastic, actually. Well, we can't hack anymore. Not until it's fixed, at least. There's a little bit of evade. And we are dead. The Valkyrie has been destroyed. Her noble crew spread to the void of space. If you would like to become a crew member of the next ship, then make sure to put a little comment below. Also, I do a lot of streaming now on Twitch, and you can find me on twitch.tv/Asytra. You'll be able to find the links, of course, below. Until next time, I will see you in the verse.